Hey, how's it going? I was gonna do a video about the free fall rate of the one of the well, both I guess, because I think it happened to both the same way. Pretty much, they just collapsed, right? And I watched a compelling documentary about engineers. Okay, that's who I'm willing to hear out when they got an inside job type conspiracy theory dispute. I want to hear an engineer, somebody who knows how shit is made and how when shit things happen to shit, they know that the physics behind it and stuff like that. I'm not just gonna listen to some dude in a trailer just make shit up. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But anyway, the most compelling thing about it was the free fall rate. The idea that when the buildings collapsed, they were going at free fall speeds. Okay. Now that was it's like, yeah, how is that possible? How does something fall at a free fall rate when it's pushing, the damage is done up here, the building is intact down here, yet it's collapsing onto itself straight down pretty much. How does that happen? And everybody, the truthers will say that there was explosions, some type of high burning wire wrapped around, the steel, and it pre-cut it. It went off like a demolition, basically. I don't need to paint a picture, but I just took some time, and this is the beauty of the internet. I just took some time to. They weren't engineers. They're just some dudes on the internet, but they do go, hey, like, look at this is free falling. The debris that splits off, and you can see it is falling faster than the crumbling building falling in on itself. But I will say that it is falling, not at free fall speeds, but it is crumbling. It just seems to me that the top would crumble off and fall away, leaving some structure. Why did the whole thing fall down, when the damage was up top? I mean, they said that like 100 huge not Airbuses, but 747s could fly into this thing and nothing would happen. I mean, something would happen. It would get messed up, but it wouldn't fall, I guess. And these are also engineers. People who made the building said this. So I guess they were wrong. What else can you say? But that's still the most compelling evidence, is the whole free fall rate thing, even though I'm not too convinced just because I took a few seconds and said, yeah, the stuff is falling off to the side at a free fall rate, but the building itself didn't centrifugally fall at a free fall rate. But yeah, that's it really did look like a demolition. You got to admit that it looked a little bit like a demolition. I guess it was explained that the metal struts that held the building together melted, and the cumulative weight of the top of the building that was destroyed, was cut in half, and then and it was like, so the cumulative, even the structures, the trusses or whatever that weren't damaged by fire down below, it was just too much weight. And I guess that's how it all came down. But I don't think people that like truthers and stuff should be ridiculed. I mean, like, even atheists, people in the atheist community will disparage truthers. It's like, I guess disparage them if they're like, no, if they're aggressive about it, like, I have the truth, and they're not willing to go, but I still feel it was an inside job or whatever. I mean, why disparage skepticism? It's because it's easy to call them retards, but I don't know. It's just healthy to go inside job, huh? Yeah, I'll look into that, but yeah, I don't think it's healthy to chastise people for I mean, it was a big deal. It was a big deal, and it doesn't dishonor the people who died by thinking that maybe a false flag type thing happened. I mean, it's happened before. What was it? The battleship that was proven to be a friendly fire scenario just to get us into war. What else? There was also Hitler did it. Some political assemblage was voting on something or something, and Hitler had somebody start a fire. I mean, so I guess that's my point. I'm convinced 9/11 was definitely not an inside job. Wait, I shouldn't say definitely. I'm not convinced. My last shred of evidence is gone now. And, yeah, it was just crazy religious people decided to, put us down a peg. I don't know. Shitty video, but whatever.